We're going to be talking skincare, makeup, fragrances, and yes, I'm going to be giving the full tea on this wig. I've been rocking this for over a year, so if anybody can give you an in-depth review of this unit, it is more. Everything I'm sharing will be linked down below, and the little birdie told me that they might be on sale right now. And these are definitely ones worth grabbing before they sell out. Y'all, for whatever reason, God made me oily in the face and super dry, like Sahara dry in the body. And I have tried my fair share of different types of lotions, oils, and I think I finally found the perfect formula. And the star of the show is going to be this product. It's the Osea Ondaria Algae Body Oil. My body just loves anything marine based. So if it has algae, seaweed, my skin just drinks it. I'm gonna tell you what I love about this oil. It is fast absorbing, leaves the most gorgeous glow, and most importantly, you look so hydrated, but you don't feel greasy or icky. It also has this fresh citrusy scent that I am obsessed with. This is the third step in my moisture routine because like I said, I am drier, okay, than a lizard's booty, okay? And so I need a moisture routine, especially as we go into the cooler months. I posted a shower routine on IG if you would be interested, kind of breaking it down. I always use a cream/lotion and then an oil. And I'm gonna warn you right now, if you do not want to be addicted, do not buy that Osea oil. I'm telling you right now. If you not want to be addicted, after you use that oil, you're not gonna want to use nothing else. Okay, I'm telling you right now. And finally, to really seal the deal, I started using this product. And that is 100% glycerin. You can get this from the beauty supply store. I'm pretty sure I got this one from Amazon. But if you really want that glow, if you really want your skin to stay supple, if you're like me, okay, and your 40 is knocking on the door, okay, you want to add this to your routine. It makes all of the difference. Now, the bottle says it aids in the repair of dry, damaged skin and hair. And I have to agree, okay? Because if anybody can tell you about being ashy, it's me. Now, I told you that I do a 3-step moisture routine for my body care. First step, like I mentioned, is a cream/lotion. I've tried it all. I got drugstore, I got department store, and one of my go-tos is going to be this Ultra Body by Kiehl's. They're known for their Ultra Face Cream, and they came up with a body. And again, just like the Osea, what I love about this product is how fast absorbing it is and how it does not leave you feeling super heavy, weighted, and just greasy. I'm not the only one who used to run around ashy as a kid because all our parents knew to use on our body was Vaseline. And shout out to Vaseline, you know, it gets the job done. But I really just hated that heavy, greasy feeling. And this, you don't get that with this stuff. Absorbs into your body so quickly and it literally leaves your skin feeling butter soft. It has a whole bunch of good stuff like glyco derived from glaciers, actoin, known to thrive in desert climates, and it leaves your skin feeling soft, smooth, and protected. And I can definitely attest to that. But between this and the Osea oil, baby girl, you will be glowing. You will have soft, supple, edible skin. Okay? Delectable skin. Oh my God, I forgot to introduce myself. Hi, I'm G. New here, welcome. Not new here, hey girl, hey. On this channel, we celebrate style, beauty, and self-expression. If that's your vibe, sis, you found your tribe. I'm a big fan of the idea of juxtaposing. So I loved pairing like this super chunky cardigan, which is from a brand called Dion U, and the laciness of this cami. I was saying to somebody, it's so funny how fashion is so cyclical. Right now we're loving lace, and I feel like maybe about 8 years ago we were loving lace. I've been seeing lace everywhere. Camis, skirts, dresses. So guess what? I went in my closet and I pulled out this lace cami that I've had for about 8 years. Again, I love to juxtapose, so I paired it with these barrel leg jeans. They're a little bit rugged, a little bit tough. And yeah, that's my outfit of the day. Let me know in the comments below if you would rock this look. Next item is going to be my Elemis Pro Collagen Balm. I have been using this in my routine for the last 5 years. She is that girl. I use it to melt off my makeup at the end of the day. It literally feels like a spa for your face. I feel like it has a little bit of like eucalyptus or something in it, okay, that leaves your skin feeling refreshed and super soft. And I'm not one to be like a diehard, you know, one brand stan, but continuing on with that is going to be the Pro Collagen Marine Cream. Together, both of them in your routine. I promise you, girl, I've been using this for 5 years. Check my LTK, check the receipts. Perfect if you're an oily to combination girl looking for something that will give you really great hydration, but won't feel super heavy on the face. It's lightweight, anti-aging, thanks to the collagen, and it really sits well under makeup. I couldn't talk about skincare without talking about sunscreen. It doesn't matter what time of year. It doesn't matter what's overcast, whether it's rainy, whether it's snowy. You need some SPF. And this Tatcha Pore Perfecting Sunscreen, y'all, she is that girl. She's blurring. She's lightweight. She doesn't leave a white cast. You do need to rub it in a little bit, but nothing crazy. SPF 35, she's blurring, leaves no white cast, and most importantly, she sits really well under makeup, and you don't feel that heavy, kind of like greasy feeling that I sometimes get with SPF. Now, she just recently got dethroned. I'm sorry, but she did. She just got dethroned. Still love her down by my Day Dew sunscreen from Beauty by Joson. I was invited by Sephora to check out their K Beauty Day in New York. It was super cool. They had, you know, world-rated dermatologists there. They did a complete skincare analysis. They told us to come without our makeup, and they walked us through all of the individual steps we should be doing in our routine. And this was the sunscreen they recommended for me, and it's perfect if you're oily combination. Something about me getting older, I'm an oily girl, but I start off quite dry, especially around the perimeter of my face. And this sunscreen just gives like the perfect mix of like, sometimes like the Tatcha is just like a tad bit drier than I would like. And this is like the perfect amount of hydration. It's not too heavy. It literally melts into your skin like butter, no white cast. And it's a broad spectrum SPF 50. Great everyday protection because you can also swim in this and sweat. So let's talk makeup, starting with my favorite department store foundation, and that's going to be the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I don't know if you can see, but this bottle is almost like the 2/3 gone. I have this both in my in my summer shade and my winter shade. My summer shade is a 61P, and my winter shade, which I think is probably my true shade, is a 50, I think it's a 59N. I find that with darker foundations, they tend to be a little too red. And I love the fact that Sephora makes these in both neutral and pink tones and yellow tones. They really do try to accommodate, because guess what? All dark skinned girlies don't have red undertones. I think it's like medium coverage, but I would say it's actually, you could build this up. So the sale, it's basically cheaper than a lot of the drugstore foundations. They give you 30% off this foundation. Like, I always rack up on this. I use the foundation, I use the concealer, and it gives you that long wearing, lightweight department store finish for drugstore prices. It says perfect natural finish long wear foundation. And I can attest to this. I go back to this over and over again. Now, during the summertime, for my girlies who don't like to wear a lot of makeup or are very oily, don't like feeling cakey, the Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani, she is that girl. The first time I put this on my face, I was like, do I have foundation on? I have it on today. This thing, it literally disappears into your skin, okay? It doesn't feel like you have anything on. You could wear this for hours. If you're like new getting into makeup and you know you don't like to do too much with your makeup, I highly recommend this luminous silk. It has a little bit of luminosity to it, which I don't mind. Even though I'm an oily girl, I don't find that this makes me look oily or too dewy. It's literally the perfect blend. It also like literally feels like water. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say literally. It also feels like water. It disappears on the skin. I wear a 13.25 in this foundation. It gives you that lit from within look, but again, not greasy, not oily, just alive and natural. Now, it'd be crazy to talk about foundation without talking about setting spray, because that is the key if you have oily skin, to keep your makeup on, to keep your makeup long wearing, to minimize and blur your pores, all of those things. You need a good setting spray. This is a cult favorite for good reason. The bottle says it keeps your makeup from melting, from fading, from creasing. I just love this product because I use a lot of powders because I'm an oily girl. I use an oil control primer. Sometimes I'll do powder before foundation. During the summertime, I do powder foundations, like powder, but like I'm a powder queen again because I'm oily. And this just helps to set everything together and give my face a natural finish. Now I do a 2 setting spray combo. So I use this for a natural finish and then I lock it in, okay, with either a 1 size, or I just recently tried the infallible setting spray. This, however, is a non-negotiable for my routine. Now, if you have something that's better than this, let me know in the comments, because she's that girl. Now, if you're not new here, we're going to talk about lip combos. I'm going to run you through the star of the show for my go-to nude glossy lip, and that's going to be the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Dimensional Brown. As a dark skinned girl who chestnut is not quite right for, this pencil eats down. If you're obsessed with getting that perfect ombre nude lips, you need this pencil. I'm gonna say it again. You need this pencil. It is the perfect deep, dark, almost black pencil. It gives that perfect gradient. It literally glides on the lips like butter, okay? And then when you add in the Fenty Gloss Bomb in chocolate, baby girl, I'm gagged. It's just a lip combo, but it just eats every single time. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It gives you that plumping shine, and it really just makes your lips so juicy. Y'all, I've tried to dupe it, and I can't get it. I've tried so many different, there's only one gloss that comes close to it. And that's kind of like, and it didn't happen naturally. So I'm gonna explain it to you. Gloss by the Lip Bar. This is their minimalist gloss. I don't know if you can see, but it's basically finished, right? And so this is the only other gloss I feel that gives me the same level of shine and just juiciness that I love from the Fenty. But this comes in clear. So for after like months and months of me dipping into it and using it, it got that perfectly mauvey color that is the perfect color for my lip combo. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're around my complexion, when you're shopping for lips, you want a bright pink and you want a mauve, which is what the chocolate Fenty color is. Even on my lip right now, I have a mauve on as well. That mauve, especially if you have two-tone lips, that is where you want to be. It would behoove me to talk about makeup and not talk about this hack that I discovered that changed the game for me. Okay, y'all, your girl's about to be 40 in a few seconds. And now I'm having a lot more like under eye creasing, fine lines when I put on my concealer. I have always been a huge fan of the MAC MSF, and this is in the color Deep Dark, and MSF stands for Mineralized Skin Finish. I used to use it as like my finishing powder to add a little bit of glow to my skin and just make me look more like bright and alive. And just as a result of being a millennial that grew up on YouTube University, so of course I knew about the adding setting powder to your under eye to kind of finish it off. But when he said to use this MSF on the under eye, that it would completely change the game, brighten and blur, y'all, he wasn't lying. Like, this literally brings light back into my under eye. It also blurs out all those micro lines, and honestly has been a game changer in my makeup routine. I'd be crazy not to talk about these when talking about my favorite fragrances. And this is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush in 40 and Fragrance in 62. This was my old favorite. This has dethroned 40. Use these for fragrance layering or just on days where I just need a quick spritz. I'm running errands, you know, maybe I'm going to the gym. I've loved mixing these with my current favorite fragrances just to layer and create something fun. And Brazilian Crush 40 has notes of amber plum and vanilla woods. And then 62 is like a sweet, warm vanilla caramel scent. This is the next fragrance that I've been loving right now. She's low-key dethroned my go-to fragrance for which was the Byredo Rouge Chaotique. I had these two on the other day, and this lady that was sitting next to me, she was like, "Oh my God, you smell incredible." I don't know about you, but I was fully gassed, okay, the whole time. I was like, "I smell incredible, girl. Tell me more." But anyway, these two together, try it for yourself and let me know your thoughts. Jesus, I just sprayed that in my eye. What I love about this scent is that it's giving evening, it's giving seductive. So it has notes of black currant, pink pepper, and bergamot. And I should have known. If it has bergamot, 9 times out of 10, I'ma like it. It's giving grown, but there's still almost like a, I don't want to say floral, but it's just like a feminine note to her, because I'm not a girl that likes super musky and super intense scents. And this is just like the perfect amount, if that makes any sense. And then mixed in with the caramel notes and the vanilla notes from the 62. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this wig, because y'all been asking, okay? Y'all been asking, y'all want the tea. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been rocking this unit for over a year. You won't believe how much she cost. I picked up this unit this time last year. Prior to that, I was rocking braids for pretty much the entire year. I wanted my hairstyles to be as low maintenance as possible. What I love about it is how natural and low maintenance it is. When I saw that it had bangs, it didn't have lace that I had to pluck, cut, glue, all the things. I was like, add to cart. I don't know how much it is now, but as of the time that I picked it up, it was a little over $100. This, I believe, is human hair because I've been able to curl it, I've been able to flat iron it, I've been able to straighten it. As you can see, I typically put a couple of waves just to give it some body. Okay, and I did attempt to cut the bangs when I first got it. I don't know if you noticed, but one side is a little asymmetrical. But then I realized I could just push it back and that's it. And it's like the perfect length on my face. The only thing I would say after wearing it for about a year is I feel like it's lightened. I don't know if it's because I've been in the sun. I don't know if it's because maybe they put a wash on it, but I think it's lightened to more of like a dark brown. When I first got it, I felt like it was more of like a black brown, if that makes any sense. Now, the best part about it is that when you get it in a box like this, okay, and they put everything in here, y'all. It's its own bag like this. And then inside of it, they included clips, like everything you would need to set this up. They included clips. They included a comb. Did they include a scissor? I think they might have included scissors. They included extra elastic. They included a wig cap. I mean, everything you could need. They even included a scarf, okay, just in case you wanted to tie down for around $100. I personally was impressed. And I definitely feel like I've gotten my cost per wear. I put waves when I want waves. I wear it straight when I want to wear it straight. It's one of those like throw on and get out the door wears. Okay. So these are my beauty favorites. These are products that I use, that I love, and will be repurchasing during this sale season. I've linked everything for you in the description box down below, including details on my outfit. Remember, I always link everything on my LTK. If you want first dibs on what I'm buying, on what I'm loving, on what I'm wearing before it sells out, Definitely join me over there and help me decide what video to post next. Should I post my outfit formulas video, or would you like a holiday haul? And while you're waiting for that, make sure to check out my fall styling series, because like, what is good beauty and makeup without a cute outfit? Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, stay blessed, fabulous, and remember, your curves are your crown. Okay, mommy, stop making noise. This is why I say she goes upstairs. This is why it might not sound like it, but all these little noises show up. Yes, they do. Are you sure you can be quiet, Bobby? I feel like you're like Nico. Are you sure you can? Okay, she's okay. Mommy.